So you're trying to figure out what exactly makes a woman valuable. Why should you waste your time with her? Is she valuable for you to be in a relationship with her? Whether you're dating, you're in a current relationship, or you're thinking about getting married, or you're thinking about not being with her anymore, what makes a woman valuable? What is it? I'm going to talk to you about the only two things that really make a woman valuable to a man or in a man's eyes. So the first thing that makes a woman valuable to a man, the man himself. And what this means is a woman is only valuable to a man who deems her to be valuable to him. What I mean by that is if the man himself views that woman as not valuable, meaning if you don't view her as valuable, something you don't like, or maybe you don't see a reason to find her valuable, or she has no value to you, then she's not valuable to you. You know, it's like the old saying goes, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So one man could see the woman as very valuable based on what he wants, based on his values, his own core beliefs, and the other man may be totally different from the man who finds her valuable. And a lot of people get this twisted. They think just because you're a certain way that means you're valuable. Just because you're a woman, that means you're valuable. But that's not the case, because if that was the case, every man would find every woman attractive. Every man would say all of these women are valuable. Every woman in the world is valuable. And that's not the case. Let's be honest with each other. You and I both know that woman that you're not with anymore, that you no longer like, you don't really care for her, she doesn't really have that much value to you because you're with somebody. Hopefully you're with a woman that does have value now. And if you're not with a woman that has value, that's what you're looking for. So you have to know what is valuable to you. Where a lot of you mess up is you take the idea of what value is from another man. Maybe one man says her value is in her beauty, in her looks. The next man says her value is in her body, her aesthetics, how she looks physically. And another man may say, hey, the value is in her career or how much money she makes. And that's the thing that messes you up. You're taking on the ideas of what other men deems as valuable to the woman when it should be you. What do you think? What do you deem as valuable to you? Keep that in mind. That's one of the things that makes a woman valuable to a man. You. What do you deem as valuable? Now, the second thing is her character. Her character. Very important. This holds a lot of weight, and her character will tell you how valuable she is, if at all. Why is that so? Why is her character so important? Because her character and how she treats you is the only thing that she has control over. So it's not the sex. Don't value the sex. She can give you sex and still have bad character. Let's be honest. And when women hit menopause, it's over for a lot of the women. So you can't place the value on the sex. You just can't. And not to mention, if you have low testosterone, you have a low libido, or God forbid you get older and you have ED, where's the value? You get me? So sex holds no weight. Sex does not hold any weight. It's also not her body. It's not. Women's bodies get old, they get wrinkly, they get saggy, depending on what their shape is. The body starts to get old and break down. That's just what it is. So it doesn't hold any real value. It doesn't. Her body pretty much fades away. And BBLs, breast implants, surgery doesn't cut it. No pun intended, but surgery does not cut it. So it's not the body. And lastly, the looks. The looks does not give her value because the looks fade away just like the body does. No amount of facelifts, no amount of injections, no amount of surgeries, whatever, no amount of that or alterations will preserve a woman's looks. It doesn't matter what she does. Women get old, they hit a wall, and they're not going to look like they did when they were younger or when you first met her. So it's no value in that. That's the biggest thing. It's the value does not come from anything else except for how you deem her as valuable and her character and how she treats you. All these things fade away. The only thing she has control over is how she treats you. Think about that. I want you to really think about that. The woman you're with now, if you've been with her in your late teens or 20s and you're 30 or 40, or maybe you're in your 50s now, does she look the same? You have some women that they get older and they actually look better. You know, that's few and far in between. But majority of women, they lose their looks. The looks fade away. The body fades away. But the only thing that they have control over is how they treat you and their character. How is she treating you? If you're with a woman right now, right? She looks different than she did when you first met her. Maybe she doesn't look as good as she did. The body's not as good as it was. The face is not as good as it was. Just her look. She's not ugly. She's not messed up. She's not bad. She's just not as she was before. But she also does not have good character. She doesn't treat you right. Is she valuable to you? So that's what I want you to think about. And if you're a young guy, understand that. You may have buddies or friends that they expect you to like a certain type of woman, and maybe the woman you like isn't that attractive to them, but to you, you think that she looks good. She looks great. That's all that fucking matters. But the thing that really matters, like I said, is her character and how she treats you. I don't know how many relationships that I've seen, I'm 38 years old. I don't know how many relationships I've seen when I was 15, 16 years old up until now, where the woman may not have been that attractive to the guy. I'm like, yeah, she's all right, but she treated him with the utmost respect. It is crazy. And I've seen women that were showstoppers, that nice, like really nice, like damn. And they treat their husbands, not boyfriend, not somebody that they're just dating, but their husbands like shit. I've heard it with my own ears. I've seen it with my own eyes. And I was blown the fuck away because it's what you value. So if you're single or you're not in a serious relationship, figure out what's valuable to you. And if you can't figure out what's valuable to you, you don't know your type or you don't know the type of woman you're looking for, and you don't know how tall, how short, the body, whatever. If you don't know, just follow the guideline of her character. Does she have good character, and does she treat you right? If she treats you right and she has good character, nothing else really matters. I mean, really, if you think about it, nothing else really matters. But if you're in a relationship and the woman you're with has no value, she doesn't treat you right, she has bad character, you got to think about, what are you going to do now? Are you going to complain? Or are you going to just watch these videos, get a little feel good, get a little bit of motivation? Monday comes around and you're still in that same relationship that you are desperately seeking to get out of or do something about. It's time to take action if that's the case. And remember, the only thing that makes a woman valuable is what you deem is valuable and how she treats you and her character.